All right, and we are back. I think that was about 5 minutes. I apologize if it wasn't, if it was longer than that. But I got my broadcast spreader. This is a Scott's Turf Builder with edge guard. This is the mini spreader. Let me show you what the edge guard is real quick. This little orange part down here. You can actually move that, well, actually you can open it. Let's see if I can get back here to open it real quick. If you pull it up like that, let's say if you're going past a fence or an edge leading to your garden or into the street or something like that, you can actually put your edge guard on, and that'll stop the product from actually coming out of that side. So I'll usually put the edge guard on. My first pass, I'll usually do a perimeter pass around the entire perimeter with my edge guard on. That way I'm not throwing fertilizer into the neighbor's yard. I'm not throwing fertilizer into the garden beds or anything like that. Once I do the perimeter pass, then I'll take the edge guard off and I'll actually overlap the product on my perimeter pass. And I basically do that throughout the entire lawn. That way I'm not missing the spot. So I'll overlap the product. But like I say, this is the Scott's Turf Builder Edge Guard Broadcast Spreader, the mini. This is my product. I just opened it. It's brand new. I basically just opened it, so you can see how the fertilizer look. But like I say, it's made by purely organic. It's purely organic lawn food. You see, it says it promotes a lush green lawn. Will not burn your lawn. It will not burn your lawn because it's organic. You got fertilizer that are particularly made with mostly chemical. That's why you have to be careful, because those type of products, if you put them on your lawn and don't water them in properly, they will burn your lawn because of the chemicals that are in it. It's a plant-based, no offensive odor, no manure. This bag here is a 25-pound bag. It says covers up to 5,000 square feet. That could be true, that could be false, depending on where you have your broadcast spreader. I'll flip the bag over here in a second and show you the settings for the different broadcast spreaders or drop spreaders or whatever you're using, drop seed spreaders and what have you. What do I mean about the NPK value? The nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. That 1002, that's basically saying it's 10% nitrogen, no phosphorus, 2% potassium. So that's why I say with product that you put in your lawn, you want to know what your balance is, your NPK balance, your lime balance, your pH balance that's in your lawn. Because if you put too much nitrogen into your lawn, you're going to promote growth rather than, let's say if you want to green up your lawn. All right, you don't want to put a lot of nitrogen into your lawn because that'll promote growth. You want to promote green up. I use a product called Ironite, which promotes green up. Ironite, IRONITE. The NPK value in Ironite in the granular, like this here, because they have a granular and they have a liquid. I usually use the granular, and the NPK value of the Ironite granular is 1% nitrogen, no phosphorus, and 1% potassium. So your NPK value, where you got the 1002 on this bag, on the Ironite, it'll be 101. They sell the Ironite at Home Depot. I'm not exactly sure if they sell it at Lowe's. Home Depot is actually closer to where I stay at. So I usually go and get all my product and everything from Home Depot. But they do sell this product at Home Depot. They sell the Ironite at Home Depot. Like I say, this is a 25-pound bag. I think this bag roughly about $18.97 or $20 or somewhere around in that area. But covers up to 5,000 square feet. Go ahead and turn the bag over. Make sure when you putting any product down on your lawn, make sure you pay attention to the directions. tells you fertilizer application, watering, mowing, aerating. I have all those directions and everything on the back of the bag. The NPK value that's on the front, the 1002. I say it was 10% nitrogen, no phosphorus, 2% potassium. It was just like this, didn't have NPK or anything at the bottom. But if we go over here, guaranteed analysis, total nitrogen, 10%. Soluble potash, 2%. It has no phosphorus. So you got 10% nitrogen, no phosphorus, 2% potash or potassium. So you got your analysis and everything over here on this side. It basically tells you what it's derived from, soybean meal, etc. Then this basically tells you your directions, your rotary spreaders, your drop spreaders. The spreader that I have is a Turf Builder Edge Guard. If I go over the Turf Builder Edge Guard, it's 7.5. So if I come over here on my spreader, I actually have it set at 8.25 because I'm gonna put this fertilizer down a little bit heavier since this is my first application of fertilizer for the year, and we're just about ending the spring and going into the summer. So I'm gonna put it down kind of heavy on this one to kind of take up for the one that I missed, and then I'll actually fertilize it again. Let me see, what's this about to be, June? I'll fertilize it again the end of July, beginning of August. And I'll fertilize it again roughly about the middle toward the end of September. Then I'll fertilize it the third time probably about the middle of November, right before it snows. But I got that set at about 8.25. Even though it says on the bag 7.5. This is why I say on the front where it says 5,000 trees up to 5,000 square feet. It depends on what spreader you use. And if you put it down a little bit heavier, a little bit lighter, you may be able to get a little bit more overlap on your product. And like I say, the way that I actually do it, I'll buy a bag of fertilizer. I'll buy 3 bags, but I'll actually fertilize my lawn. Off of them 3 bags, I'll basically get 9 applications of fertilization. And how do I do that? I'm basically saving money. I'm getting 9 applications without buying 9 bags. So for each 1 bag that I purchase, I'll get 3 applications of this fertilizer. How do I do that? When I put this bag down, the next time that I mow, I'll side discharge. Because when you put the product down, it goes into the soil. The roots of the grass soak it up. It goes up into the blades, and it grows into the blades as the grass is growing. So when you cut the blades off, you got that you're cutting off. So I'll side discharge it. The clippers are decomposed back into the lawn, and it does it again. I'll side discharge it twice. So I put down the actual bag, I side discharge it the first cut, that's putting another application of fertilizer back in the lawn. Then I'll side discharge the second cut, that's putting another application of fertilizer back into the lawn. I'll bag my 3rd mow. I'll give it roughly about 2 weeks. Then I put buy another bag, put another bag down on the lawn. So that's why I say I actually get more use out of the product rather than spending more money. So with me getting my lawn like this, whereas if I would have bought all the product for the 8 months that I've been working on this lawn last year, if I would have bought all of the product and put it down, I probably would have spent anywhere between $850 to $1,000. But I think I spent roughly about $250, $300 getting this lawn into the shape that it's in now. And like I say, it's still not where I want it. So I'm actually still doing some work on it. This is my 2nd year working on this lawn. So the 8 months from last year, in March, June, July, well, March and June. So basically 10 months I've been working on this lawn. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some of this product in the spreader. Figure out how I'm gonna do this with one hand though. All right, my bad. Hold on a minute. Let me put this in here. It kind of has like a, almost like a beer wheat smell. Not wheat, what they use. I don't drink beer, so I don't know what they. I guess it's kind of like a hops smell or something like that. It's not terrible, not real bad, not really offensive or anything like that. But this is what the product looks like. It almost looked like sand. But back here on the back, this little orange part right here, that's your edge guard. Turn it over to the left, your edge guard is off. Turn it over to the right, your edge guard is on. So I'm just gonna roll this over to my starting point with my edge guard on. And like I say, I started at the tree line. Actually, you know what? Wait a minute. I'm gonna go this way. All right, so my edge guard is actually over here on the right side. So I'm gonna walk down this way because I have a garden bed over there. So I'm gonna actually come this way with the perimeter pass. So only thing I'm doing, I'll be squeezing this trigger here. That'll actually open up the lever on the inside of the broadcast spreader to let the product come out. So basically all I'm gonna do, pull in on the trigger, start rolling. You see the product starting to spread. You wanna make sure you do not really a brisk walk, but a controlled walk. You don't wanna walk too fast. You don't wanna walk too slow. So basically give it a good controlled walk. That way you're getting a nice spread of product over your lawn. And pay attention to where it's actually spreading that on the inside of your lawn. Because when I was speaking about doing your overlap, that's basically where you want your spreader to throw to. That way you're not missing any areas. So this whole first pass will basically just be all perimeter. And as you see, that edge guard is actually stopping it from going over into the neighbor's yard or into the garden beds or anything like that. Like I say, there's no reason to rush, just having fun with it. So I got that pass. And basically paying attention to where it threw. I'll basically bring my spreader in a little bit. Go ahead and turn my edge guard off. And now the product is actually going to spray all the way around. It was spraying all the way around at first, but it was just being stopped by the edge guard. So basically now, basically just walk your lawn, letting it spray it. And also while I do this, again, I'm looking for weeds or anything like that I may be able to pull up by hand. And this really is it. It's basically how I fertilize my yard. My product is running out pretty quickly because I actually have it set to a little bit higher setting. So my product is actually running out a little bit quicker, which is cool, no problem. But I need to get what I'm looking for. So I end up going to go buy another bag to do the front. Sometimes I would put the whole bag in there. That way I ain't got to keep on pouring it in. But again, just like I said over the last time when I was talking about mixing for the bare spot overseed, you want to try to do this stuff over your lawn. That way, if anything wastes out, it's into your lawn and not on concrete where you have to use your blower to blow it back into the lawn. And with these, the faster you walk, the faster you push it, you'll get a little bit more of a throw of your product. The slower you walk, the product is actually not going to get thrown as far. So that's why you really want to pay attention to where the product is actually throwing it. That way you can get you a good overlap. And I try to spray up to the edge. I try to spray up to the edge. Even though I did a perimeter pass, even coming back, I try to spray up to the edge. Because like I say, when it rains, you'll get some washout. So I try to hit the edges a little bit harder. And like I said, with your lawn being thick, like this, when it rains, the thickness of your lawn will actually help the product stay in place. So that's why it's good to have a nice, thick lawn. It help your product, which will also help you save money. And that's basically it. I just walk my entire yard. It don't take really that long to do it. Just have a little fun with it. Running pretty low right there. All right, that little black part that's in there, when I pull the trigger, you said that actually pulls it up. There's a spinner under there as well that's actually throwing the product. So when you set your dial back here on the back, that basically tells that how far to open. So when you say it at 7.5 or 8, or if you go all the way up to 15, that's basically going to control that there. Go ahead and go put the rest of the product in the spreader. Really ain't got that much left in here, but it's all good. We go get through it. But I'm almost through with the yard anyway. Like I say, because of the overlap, and then my yard is so big anyway. Like I say, my yard's probably 5,600 square feet. A little bit more, a little bit less. And I'm basically spraying over to where I sprayed when I did my perimeter pass. That's it. So you all just did a fertilization of my yard with me. But as always, if you got any questions or anything about fertilizing, about weed control, anything like that, post on the video, inbox me, comment, either or, and I'll get that information over to you as quickly as possible. I did see that spot that I need to do a burst spot fill in on. But other than that, still coming along pretty good. see what the green up and everything look like when we get a little bit of water on the lawn. Get the fertilizer down into the soil where it needs to be, where it can do the most good. And we'll probably come back and look at it in a couple weeks. Let's see, still nice and thick and healthy. See, you got a little weed trying to grow in right there. But like I say, the thickness of your lawn, it basically smothers out most of your weeds. It'll smother them out. It's basically when you have bare spots or your lawn is not thick and healthy, it actually gives weeds room to grow in your lawn. So that's why I try to say, if you need to overseed, try to get your lawn as thick and as healthy as possible. Make sure you get your weed control down. Do weed control, actual full weed control of your lawn twice a year. Once in the spring, once in the fall. The spring weed control will basically take care of your spring and your summer weeds. The fall weed control will take care of your fall and your winter weeds. And it basically overlaps. Get your fertilizer down. Like I say, I usually try to fertilize my yard about 4 times a year. But off of that 4 times, I'll probably get 8 applications of fertilizer. So I basically fertilize my yard about 8 times, purchasing 4 bags. Well, actually 12 times, purchasing 4 bags of product. So if you got any questions or anything, let me know. Hit me up. Other than that, I'll get back with you. CS3 Lawn Care. Oh, hit us up, www.cs3lawncare.com. That's the website. That's CS, the number 3, lawncare.com. You can send me a message on there. You can send us a email, a price check, anything. If you go on there, if you need a consultation or anything like that, basically just click on the residential services tab. And that's basically just like your single services, your free consultation. If you just need a simple mow, weed control, insect control, grub control, fertilization, stuff like that, you can actually book it through the residential service tab. If you click on the residential plans tab, it's actually setting you up for a plan for the entire year. There's 4 different plans on there. They include different things. The first one is basically like just a regular mow. Second one is like a mow with weed control. The third one is like a mow, weed control, fertilization. Fourth one is more fertilization, more weed control, ironite, stuff like that. But you can go on the website, pull it up, check it out. Let me know what you think about the website. I built the website myself. So suggestions or, basically just saying, yes, I like it, no, I don't like it, anything like that or whatnot, it'll help me out. And I will appreciate it. That way I can go in and do any type of updates that I need to do to the website and things of that sort. But other than that, it's your boy, T-Dub STL, signing off. I'll get with y'all later on. Holla.